Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. Today we're going to talk about siblings. Now, you know that siblings can sometimes not get on. That's a bit funny, hey? Sibling rivalry is one of the banes of most parents' lives if you ended up breeding more than just one child. And I need you to know it's kind of a normal part of parenting. There are times our kids just don't get on, the same as we didn't get on with ours at times, and the same that we don't actually get on with all the adults we meet. Remember, there's different reasons why we don't get on with people. Some just annoy us, don't they? If they don't share the same values, they don't sort of come from the same place. Sometimes people are much more forceful in their opinion. So temperament, mood, there's all sorts of things that mean our communication can be a bit dodgy. But today I really want to talk about the stuff where it goes into the kind of less than normal place. And that is where siblings really develop like a deep dislike or even a hatred of each other. Now, these sorts of things can start quite early, and you know the usual sorts of things often trigger these in the early stages, is that I think mum or dad love you more than me, or I just wish you never came, or this wasn't fair and that wasn't fair. So what happens is they create what we call a mindset, and I've talked about mindsets before, that children create a mindset or a belief system, and then they put everything through that belief system. So if they decide that their sibling is responsible for their unhappiness, then they're going to put everything through that, even if it's not real. And I have worked at different times with families with siblings like this, and the earlier that we can take some action around it, the better chance we have of reducing it down to what I call normal sibling rivalry. Okay, so those sorts of things that we manage at home, that we want to pull our hair out with, but at different times they're helping them understand that there are other people in the world who they won't get on with. So my suggestion is take some time to create, have a great meal together first. So create some sort of ambience, make sure they're all not hungry. And so we're going to actually have a little sit on the floor. We're going to sit down and have a little chat. And in this chat, we want to work out, we want to have a chance to be able to say how we feel about some big things that bother us inside. So I would recommend you have some form of talking stick, a teddy bear, or something that's not a stick, because that's not a good idea with siblings who don't like each other. And then basically with the opportunity is we have, tell me the reasons why you have these feelings towards your brother or your sister, and then let them talk. And remember, nobody's allowed to talk unless they've got that, because what you'll tend to find is as you go down into all those hurt feelings and they get heard, often they start to dissipate. And then we come around and the next sibling has a chance to say, so the way they see the world is just so different, quite often very different from the truth as well. And then for your job, mum and dad, your job is to once again let them be heard, let them explain about big feelings, and then let them know that they are all part of a family and that you love them dearly. And the next thing on top of that is make as much time as you can, create some fabulous fun times with the whole lot of you together. So make an outing, go somewhere to a fun park, have a camping weekend, create intentionally opportunities to have fun. And I think you'll make a really significant shift in the siblings who hate each other. I hope that's given you a few tips to work with those big issues. And for the rest of it, just keep having cups of tea, sitting on the couch and going, this is quite normal. That's all for this month. Until next time.